Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deep and today in this video I am going to share the live recorded interview session which is held by top most companies, that is Mindtree and TCS, for the position of Power BI developer. So let me clear all of you first. This interview sessions that I am going to share here with all of you is completely real and the live one. So if you are going to appear any interview session for Power BI developer, then I recommend you please watch this video till the end. And I'm sure after watching this video you will get more information about what type of questions the interviewer asks during the technical interview round for the recruitment process of Power BI developer. Okay, so let's move to the content and see first what are the questions the TCS interviewer asked during the recruitment process of Power BI developer.
Hello. Hey, hi Deep. Good afternoon.
Hello sir, a very good afternoon.
Yes, I was on another call. And frankly speaking, I forgot about our call. Thanks for reminding me because working on I'm on multiple things. So,
Okay, no problem sir.
okay, no issues. We supposed to connect at for 1 p.m. right?
Yes sir.
It's one only. Uh, Okay, let me just pull out your profile. Yeah, so just brief me about profile. What is where you are working currently, and what is your day-to-day activity? What is the size of your team, and are you an individual contributor, or there are certain portion is assigned to you, and you are working on that only.
So about my company, okay. So right now I am working in CSM Technology, which is one of the most reputed IT organizations in Odisha,
Okay.
and it handle 85% of the IT work of Odisha government. So basically it's a private company, but its entire work is based on the government of Odisha.
Okay.
And my day-to-day activities are so as my designation is data analyst, my entire work is based on the analyzing the data. So to analyzing the data, I perform different activities like understanding client's problem, find the different solution to solve the problem of the client by analyzing the data or by creating the dashboard. And instead of that we do collecting of data from different sources, cleaning that unclean data, because most probably we whatever the data we collect, those data are in unclean format, so we have to clean that one. Then after cleaning that data we load that data to the Power BI environment, then creating relationship between different tables, finding suitable KPI, creating different charts and visualizations by analyzing the data. And instead of that we create the report and publish it to our server, and at last sharing the report or the dashboard with our client.
Okay.
And in our team there are total 14 people are there including me. So as I mentioned you that there are total 14 people are there in my team, so it's not a big one, it is a small team, right? So we have to perform the entire work, that is from end to end. Yeah, that is from data collecting of the data from different sources to creating report and sharing it with our clients. Yeah.
Okay.
And another thing is that for analyzing the data, we not only use Power BI in our organizations, we use different tools like Tableau and SAS as well. So I have experience on Power BI as well as Tableau and SAS.
Okay. So SAS, you're using SAS, you're using Tableau, you're using Power BI, right?
Yes, sir.
And what about your exposure on SQL and MS Excel?
When I joined CSM Technology, my designation was database engineer. I have worked on Microsoft SQL Server and MySQL as well. So yes, I can say I have knowledge on SQL even. And instead of that, yes, we use MS Excel also. But I have not much more experience in MS Excel. But yes, I know the basic thing of that, which are necessary for our analyzing the data, and but not the advanced one.
Okay. But what do you know about Excel means? Do you know how to do VLOOKUP, functions, SUMIF, COUNTIF? Those functions are in Excel. Have you worked on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Power BI, okay, for Power BI, how many projects you have completed?
In Power BI, I have completed total 3 projects, and those are Office Dashboard, there is Quantify Dashboard, okay, then I3MS Dashboard, which is a dashboard for the mining project, and the enumeration dashboard.
Okay. What is the nature of the data? Means what kind of data you're dealing? Like it's a financial data, it's healthcare data, it's HR data. What data it is?
And the nature of the data that I have worked on is, I can say, it's mining data, HR data, financial data, and citizenship data.
Okay. Yeah. So, what are the most common DAXs you're used in your project now?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
DAX. What are the most common DAX?
Okay.
Yeah.
We have used so many different DAX function in our project, like average function, count function, max, min, sum max, top n. Instead of that, we have used add column, except, group by, and union, then upper, lower, replace function. Instead of that, we have used also day, month, year. Like this, we have used so many different DAX function in our project.
Okay. Suppose I have a bar chart which is showing me a count of your, like you said that you are preparing for OBC, right? So it's a count of OBC citizens on monthly basis. Okay. Suppose count of January count is 100, maybe February count is 200, like that. Okay. So I have data from January to December in that bar chart. Now, when I go to my bar chart, I see that January, February are not in order. It is shuffled. It's not in proper way. Okay. It is when I'm seeing that bar chart, I'm seeing the values like this: January, then March, then October, then November, like this. I want that January to December in a, how you will arrange the financially. I don't want as per the counts. I want as per the order. January, February, March, April, like this.
Okay, we can do this by using sort by month name. No. If we will do like this, then it will sort by alphabetically, not by Jan Feb, like this. So another way to do this is, go to data tab, then select the month number column from the table, and basically the month number column is auto generated column by the Power BI as per the month column, that is, for January it's 1, February 2, March 3, like this. Select the month number column, then go to the modeling tab, and select the sort by column tab, and select sort by month number, and you are done. So in this way we will sort the month name.
Okay. Do you know about top n function?
Yes, sir, I know about that. So basically top n DAX function in Power BI is used for enabling us to see the first or the last n row from a table.
Okay, how to achieve dynamic top n if I need it?
Yeah, it's possible using parameter. I mean to say, by creating the parameter, we can achieve the dynamic top n values.
Okay. What else if I don't want to use parameters? Still I can achieve. How you will achieve that?
So sorry, sir. For dynamic top n, I have used the parameter only till yet, not used any other things. So I have no much more idea about that.
Okay. Have you heard about rankx function?
Yes, sir. The rankx function, in simple term, returns the ranking of a specific number in each row of a table that form the part of a list of a number. And the another thing is that the rankx function may be used in both calculated column as well as in calculated measure.
Okay, no issues. Okay, how many relationship I can create between two a table?
Between two table, I can create three type of relationship, and those are one to one to many, and many to many.
Okay, and are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, why can't I create one to many relationship? Means if I want to use one to many relationship cardinality, why can't I use it multiple times?
Yes, we can join multiple time, but we do not do that because it will impact on performance of your dashboard or report, which is a very bad practice. So usually we do not do that.
Right. What is this master table called as in Power BI?
Master table is called as fact table, and other tables are called as the dimension table in Power BI.
Okay. Do you know how to create star schema in Power BI?
Yes, sir. Star schema means the fact table in the heart of the star, and a single relationship to each dimension table around it as a point of the star.
Okay. Have you heard about okay. Have you created custom column in Power Query?
Yes, sir. I have created custom column in Power Query. For this, simply go to Power Query first, then click on Add Column, then Custom Column, and we can create a custom column over there as per our we need. For example, if we have a column of quantity and unit price column, two columns are there, then if I need a new column, for example selling price, then I can create a new custom column, and where we can write the formula, that is unit price into number of cells, and we can find out the total selling price column over there.
Okay. Do you know about the index column?
Yes, sir. So every table has multiple number of rows, right? So to make it in a sequence order, we create index column.
Why do we need index column?
But the main reason of creating index column is to make the process faster.
Okay. 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 Tell me which account you are using in your organization.
In our organization, we use a premium account, sir.
Okay. Just 1 minute. Hello. Hey, hi, Hari. Yeah, sure. Actually, I'm taking an interview, Hari. I'll call you back. Okay. Okay, what I was saying is, okay, have you worked on merge queries and append queries?
Yes, sir. Append query, it's work on row level, whereas merge query work on columnar level. I mean to say, if we have a table A, okay, having 3 columns, and another table called B having 3 columns, same 3 columns which are available in A table. So if we will append that two table, then the all the rows of the table B will be added a row of table A. So in this way we perform the append. And in the other hand, merge query, in case of merge query, it works on columnar level, as I say. So if I have a table called A having 2 columns and table B having 3 columns, then if you will merge that two table, then at the end we will get a new table having 3 plus 2, that is total 5 columns. So this is the difference between the append query and merge query.
Okay. Okay. So, which joins you have used?
We have used 6 different type of join in Power BI, and those are left join, right join, inner join, then full outer join, left outer join, and right outer join.
So, what is the role of left join?
When we use a left join to combine two table, the result is a table that contains all value from the left table and corresponding match from the right table. I mean to say, when the value of the left table does not have a corresponding match in the right table, you see a null value in that data grid. So this is the role of the left join.
Okay. And so, and apart from publishing reports on Power BI service, what else you do?
Apart from publishing report on Power BI service, we do different activities like incremental refresh. We set the incremental refresh. We perform a row level security, and instead of that we perform we set alert message, and instead of that we perform the export of our report for sharing it with our client.
Okay. Okay, what is the how many types of context we have in Power Power Pivot in DAX?
There are different types of context are there in Power BI, but the most important are three. Those are row context, query context, and its filter context.
Okay, let's suppose you have created a bookmark, okay, or you have created a page where whenever I am selecting something, let's suppose there are two pages. On one page, I have done the selection from the slicers, from filters, or some data is there. But when I'm moving to the next page and coming back to the previous page, everything which I am selecting, it's getting or it is by default setting up to the newer state or reset. It is getting reset every time you say for to the default options. So what could be an issue?
In that case, we can use the filter, that is page level filter or a report level filter, I think.
No, I'm not talking about those filters. Suppose I have two, three slices. Okay, one is for the date, one is for the month. Okay, now there is a report. There are two reports, page one, page two. Okay, I went to page one. I've selected a particular date. I selected a particular month or any other things which is in my slicer. Now I have done my selection on page one. Now I went to page two. Okay, let's suppose I went to page two to see something else. I have collected the data from there. And when I again went back to my previous page one, when I see there all the selection which I have done on my slicers, it's gone, it's went. It's been like it's again went to the default one, which is all or something. We always keep it right in slicer, all values or. But my selection is not there. I don't know why. So what could be an issue? It should not happen like this, right? If I'm using any report, if I'm selecting any data, that should be stay still until and unless I'll close that report or that is up to my session. But why it is not happening?
Yeah, for that we can create a refresh button by clicking on which it will bring everything to the default mode.
I know, I'm not refreshing anything. I'm not doing anything. I just selected the slicer visual. I selected the values from that slicers. I went to another page. I came back to my original page. And when I went back to my original page, I am seeing that all my selections from the slicers are gone. And I need to select it. That's every time it's happening. So it's a time taking process for me. I am getting irritated now. Now you are my Power BI developer. I want you to fix this. How you will do it?
Okay, I got it. I have not faced this type of scenario till yet. But up to my knowledge, I think we can do this by changing on setting option. That is, go to file, then option and setting, then you will get a option. Then click on that option button, then go to preview features, I think, and there we have a option that automatically page refresh, right? So if we will uncheck that, then I think it will work. But I'm not sure because I have not done this before, but definitely I will check it after the interview. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So no issues. Okay, fine, Deep. I'll give my feedback to my HR and they will connect with you. Okay, about the feedback. Do you have any questions for me? You can ask if you want. Okay, fine. Thanks, Deep.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
As soon as the panel joins in, we'll validate and take it ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Then show us your passport. Get it closer to the camera and focus on your name so that I can verify it. Yeah. Move your fingers around the photo. Yeah. Closer to the camera a bit. Hold on. Date of birth is 16/06/1994.
Right.
Validity is 23/03/2031.
Yes.
Okay, the photo clear signature is there. All right. Dhruv, are the details okay with you? The name, date of birth, validity?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All right. You can put that down, please.
Yeah, sure.
You can take it ahead.
Okay, thanks. Hey, hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you briefly introduce about yourselves?
Yeah, sure. So about myself, my name is. I have completed my MCA in the year of 2019 March, and after that I got placed as a database engineer in, which is one of the most reputed IT organizations in. Then I moved to data analytics team in the same organizations and have worked on a different data analytics tool like Tableau, Power BI, SAS, SQL and Google Data Studio. So yes, I can say that I have knowledge on all of those above tools. And after that I switched my job in 28th September 2020 to Mindtree Limited, and over there I joined as a data analyst based on the technology of Power BI. Apart from that, I'm a Microsoft certified professional in Power BI, that is DA 100. So this is a small introduction about myself.
Okay. Total how many years of experience you have?
Total 2.5 years, sir.
Total 2.5. And in that Power BI, how much you have? Apart from Tableau and all?
In Power BI, I have 2 years of experience.
Okay. And certification DA 100?
Yes, sir, I have.
How about 70778?
No, it's DA100, 100.
DA100. Yeah. Okay. Fine. And I'm just making note of all this.
Sure.
Okay. If I ask you to explain any layman what is Power BI in 1 or 2 lines, what will you say?
So in short, Power BI is a data analytics tool which is provided by Microsoft, with the help of which we analyze the data and create different interactive and attractive visualizations, charts and report for the client or the end user.
Okay. So based on what you said, can I make a statement that do you know what is SSRS?
Yes, sir, I know about SSRS. So basically, SSRS means SQL Server Reporting Services. SSRS is really nothing more than a website that hosts a web-based report. So if you want to show a basic tabular report or graph report in a web browser, then SSRS is the best choice for us.
Okay. Is it a kind of an alternative for Tableau?
Yes, we can say Tableau and Power BI are the alternative of SSRS.
Okay. And where is the data stored in of Power BI?
It's depend. It may be in the cloud or it may be in your desktop. It's mostly depend on the channel that you used to import the data.
Okay. Is there any limitation of data?
Yes, if we bring the data using import mode, then for pro users it is up to 1 GB, and for prime user it's up to 10 GB. And instead of that, if we bring it in direct query mode, then no limitation will be there. Only thing is that every data set of the report should not exceed 1 million rows. Yeah.
Okay. And is there any performance impact if you switch to direct query?
Yes, obviously. Here in direct query, you are just creating a connection with a data source. You are not bringing it to the Power BI desktop directly. So whenever a query will be fired using Power BI, it will not find the solution from the cache memory of the Power BI. For this, it has to go to the directly to the data source. So obviously it will take time. So I can say yes, it will impact your performance.
Okay. Is there any way to improve the performance of this direct query?
Yes, we can improve the performance of direct query by using group by or applying the most respective filters or by limit visuals on the report base and by evaluating custom visual performance and all.
Okay. Heard about aggregation?
Yes.
Can we aggregate the data to improve the performance?
Yes, we can, as aggregation is also a way of speeding up the performance of Power BI dataset.
Okay. Have you worked with Microsoft SQL Server?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. Can you tell me what is a join?
So, join is mainly used to combine two or more tables based on a specified common field between them, or we can say it's a Cartesian product between two or more tables. So I can say when we are selecting the data from multiple tables with a relationship, we use the join.
Okay. And what is merge?
Merge is basically used to handle insert, update and delete all in a single transaction without having to write separate logic for each of the table. Or we can say merge statement tries to compare the source table with a target table based on the key field and then do some of the processing.
Is there any prerequisite for appending rows?
Yes. The prerequisites are the column name should be same. Then column position doesn't matter. It can be anywhere. And even if you have different number of columns, the step would be same. it will still append the table or the sheet and give the answer.
So if you have a table of 3 columns and a table of another table of 8 columns, can you append both of them?
Yes, of course we can.
Okay. What are the different types of join?
So basically in Power BI there are 6 different types of join are there, and those are left join, right join, inner join, full outer join, left outer join, and right outer join.
Okay. Heard about self join?
Yes, sir. So self join is a join that can be used to join a table with itself.
Okay. Fine. What is T-SQL merge?
Sorry, can you please repeat the question?
TT, transact SQL.
Okay, so TSQL is a set of programming extension from Microsoft that adds several features to the structured query language like transaction control, exception handling, error handling, row processing, and declared variables and all.
Okay. What is a view?
So the view is a virtual table. It doesn't physically exist. Rather, it is created by a query by joining one or more table, or we can say a view contain rows and column just like the real table. And instead of that, we can also say the field in a view are the field from one or more real tables in the database. So in short, we can say view is a virtual table.
Okay. If you update a view, it will affect the table?
Yes, it will affect the table.
Can we update a view?
Yeah, of course, we can update a view.
The same syntax as what we do a update table?
Yes, same syntax, sir.
Tell me the syntax for update table.
So the syntax is update table name, then we can use set, then column 1 equal to value 1, and after that we can use the where clause, that is where condition.
Okay. So can we write a similar, instead of table name, can we say update view?
Yes.
Okay. So once you update the view, let's say the view is pulling data from table A. So the table A column also gets updated?
Yes, it will update.
What is trigger?
So a trigger is a special type of stored procedure that automatically runs when an event occurs in the database server.
Okay. Have you configured any settings for Power BI reports after deployment to Power BI service?
Yes, sir, I have.
Is there a way to make the settings configurable so that without even publishing the report again, you can change the configurations and refresh the report to see the different output on the same report? Is that possible?
Sorry, I can't understand your questions properly. Can you please repeat the question?
I'm saying, let's say you have a report and you have published that report. After that publishing, you want to change some configurations and refresh the report, but you don't want, it's like you need not publish the report each time after you change some values inside it. So can we configure that? Is that configurable? Is this achievable in Power BI?
Yes, sir, it's possible.
Let's say I'll change the question. See, I'll put it this way. On development environment, you are connected to dev database. Okay. And you have published the report on dev workspace. I ask you to publish that same report on production server, production workspace. What is your approach? Currently on your local, you have a dev pointed report, yeah. So what will you do now to publish it on production?
For doing this, simply change the data source, then publish it to the production environment. But in new version, there is a deployment pipeline concept is there. I think we can take the help of that. I'm not sure about this because I have not faced this type of problem till yet, but definitely I will go through it after this interview.
Okay. Can you briefly tell what is the process of creating the report, Power BI report, simple report.
So basically Power BI report is a combination of multiple visual elements that may be chart, text, and value, etc. on a particular page that may or may not be interrelated with each other. So to create a report we need data. So first go to the get data tab and bring the data from different sources, and then clean the data using Power Query and create the modeling using Power Pivot, and then load it to the Power BI desktop. And after that select the visualizations and create different chart in a single page or in a report.
Okay. Do you know what is content pack?
Yes, content pack is a package which contain dashboard, report, and the relevant database, or that may be the data source, which can be shared across to client. This is the concept, but in real project I have never created a content pack because basically it is done by the senior manager.
Okay, no problem. Fine. So I was saying, what is the difference between content pack and publish to app? There is an option when you deploy the report, right? Publish to app. What is that?
Okay, so the difference is that content pack can be copied, whereas Power BI app cannot. Instead of that, we can customize the theme in Power BI app, but we can't customize the theme in content pack. These are the two difference that I know. Yeah.
Okay. What is the language used? Programming language in Power BI queries?
It's M language.
Okay. And what all M functions have you used?
I have used different type of M functions like list.contents, list.distinct, list.combine, list.sort, list.random, and all.
Okay, fine. How about DAX?
Yes, sir. I have used DAX function as well.
Okay. What is the full form of DAX?
It means data analytics expression.
And can you create a dynamic column using DAX?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Have you used a variable inside DAX formula? Have you done that?
Yes, I have. You can define a DAX variable using var statement, right? VAR, and then use it in a return statement.
Okay. Can you write a syntax for me for a DAX? I just want you to add two columns, and I want it first of all, like you have a table called let's say table name is table A, and you have two columns in it, column B, column C. I ask you to write a DAX formula creating a new column, column C, where it is addition of column A and column B.
So for doing this, we can write column C equal to table 1, then column name, that is A, inside the bracket, then give the plus symbol, then write table 1, then inside the bracket give the second column name, that is B.
Okay. And now if I tell you that A and B are not of data type integer.
You mean it is in the text format, right?
Yeah, it's text format. Will this work?
Okay, so if it is text, then I can use the concatenate function on it.
Okay. Okay. And if I ask you to summarize the data, what function will you use?
To summarize the data, I can use the summarize function.
Anything apart from that?
Apart from that, I can use the group by.
Okay. Can you give me an example of group by?
Okay, so suppose we have a table called as cricket, and it's having 3 columns, that is player name, month, and score. And my problem statement is to see the player name and their total score. So here I can use the group by to find out the solution.
Fine. Okay. Different types of filters which are available in Power BI.
So basically there are 4 different types of filters are there in Power BI, and those are visual level filter, page level filter, report level filter, and drill through.
What's the difference between drill down and drill through?
No, I say it's drill through.
Fine. There are two terms, drill down and drill through. What is the difference between two?
Okay, so the difference is drill down allows users to explore multi-dimension data by navigating from one level down to a more detailed level. Whereas in drill through report acts similarly to a drill down report by giving users the ability to navigate to different level of data by clicking on a data element.
Okay. If I tell you that a user has a requirement saying that a specific report has 2 pages. First page user applies a filter. He wants that same filter on second page as well. So what type of filter he should use?
So in that case, I can use the report level filter.
Okay. And now he says that he doesn't want to expand that filter tab only. He wants that filtering option on report above chart. Is that possible?
Yes, it is possible by using the bookmark.
Okay. Heard about slicers?
Yes, I have.
What is it?
A slicer is a kind of filter with the help of which user can have interaction with the report and the dashboard.
So it's kind of filtering, right?
Yes, right.
If you have a slicer on page 1, okay, and same slicer is there on page 2 as well. But for now, user is saying that whenever he selects value, one of the values from slicer 1, and then he goes to page 2, he sees that it's not that same slicer is not getting applied. He has to do same process on page 2 also. So he says that he wants both of them, like if you change on either of the pages in one of the slicers, that same effect or that same filter should happen on other page also. So for that, what he has to do?
We can use the report level filter.
No, he doesn't want that. Fine. I got your point, but he doesn't want to use report filter.
So for that, we can use a synchronization filter.
Okay. Do you know what is this? Like, how do you refresh your report? What are the options?
So in Power BI desktop level, we can directly click on the refresh button, or if we have already published it, then we can set a scheduler refresh to refresh our report.
Okay. Do you have experience with Azure SQL?
No, sir, I have no experience with Azure SQL.
Okay, so I think you will not have an experience with Azure Analysis Services also, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about language translations? Have you worked with that in Power BI?
Yes, sir. For doing this, simply go to File, then click on Option and Setting, then click on Option, and after that select the regional setting and change the language that you want.
Okay. Do you know Power BI Q&A?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
So basically the Q&A visual allow you to ask natural language questions and get the answer in the form of visual. For that case, we use the Q&A in Power BI.
Okay. Have you implemented any dashboard?
Yes, sir.
How do you create a dashboard?
So for doing this, first of all, you have to log in into your Power BI account. Then click on Publish button, which is present on the top bar of the canvas, or you can also get another Publish option inside the file. If you will click on File, then you can get another option to publish report. So click any one of these two, then select the destination where you want to publish. By default, it is my workplace. Otherwise, log in into your powerbi.com and go to workspace and create a new workplace over there that you want. and then again go to your Power BI desktop and then click on publish button and publish your report. Then open the published report that you have published in your Power BI account. So now every individual of your published report has a symbol that is pin visual. So click on that. It will ask pin to dashboard. Select the dashboard where you want to pin that particular visual, or if you have not created any dashboard before, then click on create new dashboard, and after that pin that particular visual to that particular dashboard. So in this way we create the dashboard in Power BI.
Okay. So when you pin that visual on a dashboard, what is that visualization called?
It's called as key performance indicator or key processing unit.
What is that key processing unit name? It's one of the key processing unit.
I'm not sure, but I think it's called as tiles, right?
Okay, fine. If you have two views, like I ask you to pin two visuals of the same report in one dashboard, is that possible?
Yes, sir, it's possible.
Okay, so that dashboard would be in which workspace?
It will be in the same workspace.
Yeah, so let me tell with the names. So you have report 1, report 2. Okay, so you have inside report 1 visual 1, visual 2, and you have deployed report 1 in workspace 1, visual 1, visual 2 of report 1, and that report is in workspace 1. I ask you to pin visual 1 and visual 2 to dashboard 1, where this dashboard would be available. In which workspace?
I think it's in workspace 1. Actually, I can't understand your questions properly. So
you have workplace 1. Yeah, you have workplace 1. Okay. Inside that you have report 1. Inside report 1 you have visual 1 and visual 2. Okay. I ask you to create a dashboard called dashboard 1, which has both the visuals, visual 1 and visual 2 of report 1. So when you say pin to dashboard, you select create new, you type dashboard name also dashboard 1. So like now when I ask you to go to dashboard 1, where that dashboard would be stored?
In workspace 1.
Okay. Next is like you have two reports now. Report 1 containing visual 1, report 2 containing visual 2. And both the reports are in workspace 1. Now if I ask you to pin both the visuals, where will it be? In which workspace?
Same in workspace 1.
Okay. Now you have workspace 1, report 1, visual 1. Workspace 2, report 2, visual 2. Now I ask you to pin visual 1 and visual 2 from different workspaces, and I ask you to pin to the dashboard, where the dashboard would be.
No, we can't create a common dashboard by clicking on the pin option on the visual, which are placed in two different workspaces.
Okay. How about row level security? Have you worked on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How have you implemented?
So to implement row level security, first of all you have to go to the modeling tab, then click on manage role. After that, create a role for that, and click on view edge to check whether it's working or not. And if it's working properly, then click on publish, then go to your workspace, then go to the report that you have published, then click on three dots over there, then go to security and add the mail to whom you want to include in this role, then click on save and test role in server level. Sir, your voice is not audible properly. I think you are in the mute mode.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Sorry, I clicked on mute.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Okay. Do you know what is the difference between a fact and a dimension?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
So the difference is that fact table contain the data about an event and holding aggregated numeric data that you want to analyze. And in case of dimension table, it keeps the metadata that describe the fact table that can be used to filter the fact table. Instead of that, we can also say in fact table there is less attribute but more records than the dimension table, and in a dimension table there is more attribute and less record as compared to the fact table. And we can also say the number of fact table is less than the dimension table in a schema, whereas the number of dimension is more than the fact table in a schema.
Okay. Fine. Deepan, I am done with the evaluation. Do you have any specific questions or something? Or we are good to close?
Yes, sir. So within how many days I will get the result?
See, basically, I'll just give your technical evaluation to the respective team, and they will process it further, and they will reach out to you for further actions if any. Okay.
Okay. And what are the different tools you used in your organizations to analyze the data? Only Power BI or any other as well, like Tableau or ClickView?
There are many things. There are many things. I'm here to evaluate you for Power BI only. So there are many tools being used. Okay. I'll do mention about the one which you have for Tableau. I'll make a note of it and in the feedback. Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, I'll make a note of that. That's me. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks.